Draw your line in the sand, never cross it, and fight every battle that comes your way. That is one hell of an exhausting way to exist in the workplace.
Just lead.
We have a finite amount of energy to give, and it's different for each and every one of us. So when we draw our line in the sand on the standards that we want to set, we need to understand that in doing so, we're going to draw resistance. That resistance is going to come from within our team and from other departments that interact with us as well. You need to be able to choose which battles are worth your energy and which ones are not. I've been in it before. When you get sustained resistance on a particular issue, it really wears you down as a leader. And you need to be sure that that battle is going to be worth the energy that you expel. If you don't pick your battles well, then you will live and die by the sword. It is incredibly important to stand for something as a leader. You need to understand what the foundation of your team is going to be, because it will help drive your vision and your purpose for your team. But when you draw that line in the sand, you're gonna put people offside. It's gonna build friction within your team and perhaps outside it. Here are some tips you might want to consider when picking your battles. There are some questions you need to ask when you're faced with a potential adversary. How important is it? Is it at the core of the foundation of your team? If it is, it's worth every ounce of your energy to fight that point. Because if you don't, you'll lose your respect from your team and your peers. But if it's a periphery issue that's not really going to have any great impact on your team, maybe that's one that you just let through. Is it your battle to fight? Often we find ourselves in situations where we go into bat for our peers and our managers. But is this really our battle to fight? When we fight battles that we don't truly believe in, it's going to drain our energy resources much faster than any battle that we own. And that's because we don't have that passion that's refueling our reserves. So if it's not your battle, don't fight it. How emotionally driven are you? Is this really the right time to enter into battle with an individual? If you're emotionally charged at the time of the battle, your energy is going to drain a lot faster than normal. If you are emotionally driven, perhaps it's time to just step back and ease up a little bit. Get your emotions under control and then come back to that individual later to have that battle. You need to have the battle on an even keel, not one left turbulent by the storms of emotion. I'm going to take a minute right here in the middle of this video just to let you know that I am a young and growing channel, which means subscriptions are incredibly important to me. To help grow this channel and help me get my voice out there to more people, please hit that subscribe button if you've been enjoying what's going on right here. Enough of that, let's get back to the video. Are you in a position to win? What is a battle even worth if you can't possibly win it? More often than not, it isn't going to be worth your time and energy if you can't possibly come to an outcome where you win. I think back to my times with my manager where I've got into an argument. I've stated my perspective and my point of view clearly, only to find out quickly that I'm not going to win this battle. When those situations came up, I knew it was time for me to just step back and walk away from that battle. Is it worth just taking a loss? Tactically, is it better to have a loss right now because it's going to set you up for a more important win in the future? For example, you might lose a series of potential employees right now, but you know that there's going to be a better crop of candidates in the future that you're going to have access to. So having that loss right now is going to set you up for better employees in the future. When you pick your battles, you'll come across as more discerning as a leader, someone that thinks more deeply and is considered in their approach. Your peers and your employees are going to respect you more when you take a stand because they know that it's something that you really care about and it's important to you, so that when you finally choose to battle, you will win. Talking battles, you might want to check out this master strategist and his little known work, The Art of War. Click here for more details.